That's why many people today are highly educated, well informed, but still stuck in life. And how social media pumps unnecessary data into your mind. Even if you feel that this video is not useful for you, leave it. And motivational talks only trigger dopamine. They don't change your life. Excessive information will not change your life. Hey everyone, I'm Samun and welcome to my channel. The illusion of personal development. For 6 years, I listened to podcasts, and the result was nothing. In this video, I want to talk about an important problem. A problem that many people face but don't even realize. To be honest, I faced it myself, and it took me a long time to understand that I was on the wrong path. That problem is the illusion of personal development, or you could also call it the trap of self-improvement. A trap many people fall into. For almost 6 years, I constantly listened to hundreds of podcasts on YouTube. I enjoyed every single one of them, and I truly believed that I was growing, that all this information would help me in life. When I woke up in the morning, I listened to podcasts for half an hour. Before sleeping, I listened for another hour. Podcasts on different topics every single day. Sometime when YouTube showed me an interesting thumbnail, I felt like if I don't watch this, I'll miss you something important. I won't understand this topic and I'll find behind. In reality, I was living in a kind of illusion. The illusion of personal development. I'm sure that many people around the world are dealing with the same problem. I'm a PhD student in sociology and I have always tried to learn beyond my field, but learning without action became my biggest mistake. The truth is, very often we collect a lot of information, but the results remain very weak. And this can create deep psychological frustration. You start asking yourself, I know so much. So why hasn't my life really changed? In this video, I want to explain this topic in a very simple and clear way, and then talk about some practical solutions. So the main question is this: why does having too much information lead to zero action? Today on social media, there are endless motivational videos, books, podcasts, and courses. It feels like self-improvement has become easy because everything is accessible. But the real problem is exactly this overload of information. Here is why. When we consistently consume information without acting on it, our brain tricks us into feeling productive. When you listen to an interesting podcast or discussion, dopamine released in your brain. You feel good. You feel smarter. You feel like you learned something new. But in reality, you took no real action. This constant flow of information prevents real progress. It keeps you busy mentally, but inactive in real life. And slowly you fall behind. Elon Musk once said something very powerful. He said, real power is knowing what information to ignore. What this means is that in the modern world, especially on social media, information constantly comes at you. If you can identify useless information and ignore it, you gain real control over your life. Today, information is infinite, but useful information is limited. Because of this overload, we are almost exposed to content that doesn't really help us or improve our lives. Our brain simply doesn't have the capacity to progress everything. That's why many people say, I listen to so much, but I'm still not progressing, because progress is not a goal. Progress is the result of action. Information without action remains just an idea. When information becomes excessive, the brain loses its ability to focus and choose. We read a lot, we listen a lot, but we act very little. Instead of acting, we become addicted of collecting information. We feel like we are improving because we are learning new things, but in reality, our minds just busy. Our life hasn't changed. If we return to Elon Musk's point, there is a clear lesson. But you can't decide what to do. And this confusion stops you from acting. The more choices we have, the weaker our decisions become. That's why many people today are highly educated, well informed, but still stuck in life. In the end, we don't know where to start, and we finish nothing properly. Another important point is this: more information does not guarantee better decisions. Real intelligence lies in filtering. Even if you feel that this video is not useful for you, leave it. Train yourself to avoid unnecessary information, so your mind doesn't stay constantly busy and trapped. This situation pushes people backward, not forward. Because action is the foundation of progress, not information. Information that is not applied slowly fades away and leaves only mental exhaustion behind. People start blaming themselves, thinking the problem is within them. But the real problem is excessive information consumption. Real personal development happens when you choose fewer but relevant pieces of information. Give them time, test them, and apply them in real life. Without action, personal development remains just a beautiful slogan, not real transformation. Solutions. How do you escape this trap? There are 4 important ways to escape the illusion of personal development. First, accept the problem. First and most importantly, accept this truth. Excessive information will not change your life. It misleads you, keeps your mind busy, and creates distance between you and action. Learn more about this issue, watch a few focus videos, or read articles consciously. Second, reduce your choices. Do not start learning something new until what you already learned turns into action. When you act, instead of short-term dopamine, your body releases serotonin. This creates long-term stable satisfaction. Finishing something that actually produces results turns you from a consumer into a skilled person. For example, if you enjoy watching videos, ask yourself, can I create content too? If you like content creation, start doing it. Don't stay a lifelong consumer. I personally have been creating content for 3 years now, because I realized I don't need to live only by consuming others' work. Third, reduce decision fatigue. Every decision, even choosing food from a menu, drains your mental energy. If you read multiple books, take multiple courses, and think about many things at once, your action will become weaker and your mind scattered. That's why people like Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg wear simple, repetitive clothes to save mental energy for inputting decisions. Even including choices can drain your focus. I personally struggle with this. Sometimes I spend 20 minutes just deciding what to wear to university. And yes, it has even made me late for class. Fourth, avoid low quality sources or yellow information. Low quality sources have three signs. They motivate but make you passive. Talk only, no action. They sell dreams. Like, do this in 7 days. They don't solve real problems. They only make you feel good. Many get rich fast books and motivational talks only trigger dopamine. They don't change your life. An important issue is about ignoring unnecessary information. Ask yourself, do you really need to know how car engine is built? How a chips factory works? How many printing machines operate? These videos are enjoyable, yes. They release dopamine. But they won't change your life. Because you are not building cars, not planning chips factory, not working in a money printing facility. Conclusion. I encourage you to search this topic, the illusion of personal development. Read about how excessive information kills action and how social media pumps unnecessary data into your mind. If even a few people escape this cycle, I will genuinely feel satisfied. Thank you.